Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for round 6 of the WTCR series on GT Sport. This is race 2 from Interlagos. Just going to run you through the grid and the tyres. So we've got Bidzster on pole, who obviously it's the grid is the result from the last race. So Bidzster on pole from Task, and they're both on mediums. TY30 he's on the super soft, so that's one to look out for. Callum is 4th on the mediums, and so is Jamo on the mediums as well. He's in 5th. They're all with the weight on. Then it's Neil Farmack and Firepower on super softs each. Then it's Seat 1 on the mediums, and then Stacker, Nick Hash and Rodders on super softs. So that's the grid. Let's get down to the race then. I'm going to try slightly different cameras for this one. So I think I've had a look at the replay last time, and they seem a bit better, these cameras. So as we get ready for the start of the race then, so it's Bidzster from Task 1 on the grid as we get ready for the start of this race, and we're off. Task 1 with a good start, obviously. Bidzster with a bad start, obviously, with the front wheel drive. As everyone else, Constantine is up towards turn 1. We've got Mr. Firepower side by side with Rodders and a few others as well. Callum up the inside, and then we've got Jamo up the inside of Seat 1 as well as they come down turn 3. And round turn 3 now. We've got Rodders on the outside of Seat 1, and then Neil Farmack making a move as well. He's got no weight on in this as well, so the weight has been took off more or less in this car for Neil Farmack, more or less, compared to the last race. As we go into the turn 4, on the inside, everyone side by side with each other. Seat 1 looking around the outside, Jamo attacking Neil Farmack, no way through. Bidzster going slightly backwards into this pack as well with the weight on in the Scirocco. Obviously not carrying the weight very well as Bidzster goes quite wide. Neil looks at the inside, no way through there. Into the next corner. There's Jamo. Oh, He taps the inside of Neil Farmack and takes himself off. And then he gets passed by a few other people, and almost his teammate as well. I think he has done. So his teammate gets past him. Nick Hash now looking up the inside, side by side, and up to the next corner. And then, Jamo, bang! Hits Nick Hash off into the wall. Wow! Contact there. So I would imagine that Jamo moved across there, not thinking that Nick Hash was on his left. But obviously it hit him into the wall, and he's gone back a few positions. So that could be a penalty for Jamo if he doesn't give the place back. So we'll have to see, but we'll get a replay on that after this first lap's finished. So as everyone else climb up the hill then, Neil Farmack passing Bidzster around the outside. So less weight on that Audi than the Scirocco. Obviously Neil Farmack in the last one finished 6th, so no weight on his car. So he goes straight past Bidzster like he's standing still, and now he's attacking Task 1 up the inside into the first corner. Brilliant move there by Neil Farmack. He's on the move here in the Audi as Task 1 looks to get the cut back like he did on Bidzster, but again, no answer for the weight shot Audi. So no weight on the Audi. Task 1 4th, and we've still got TY at the front. Remember, he's on the super soft tyre. Callum and a few others, they're on the medium tyre, so that's why they're going a bit more backwards. So we'll just get that replay in of the first lap now. Okay guys, here's a replay of what happened between Jamo and Nick Hash. So you see there, Jamo gets a little bit carried away up the inside with Seat 1 there, and Seat 1 goes through. We all Constantine are up, and then watch the Lexus on the right. So we're going here. You see, we can't really move anywhere else, and Jamo comes straight across, bang, hits us off into the wall, bang, and then we lose a lot of positions and end up at the back of the pack. And as we come back from that, Seat 1 just got passed there by Rodders, so Seat 1 goes a bit wide, and then Rodders goes straight through past him in the Lexus. So it's Lexus 6 and 8, so Jamo's gone a bit further backwards now as well. As Seat 1 there goes a bit wider and gets the cut back. So have a look at Bidzster and Task 1, they're still close, but no cigar yet. Neil Farmack now right on the back of Callum, so Neil is really on the move in this one. No weight in that Audi, and it is really shining here. Just shows you that the weight is a big penalty in this one, as Bidzster still trying to stick with Task 1, and then we've got Rodders with Seat 1 just behind him. Jamo. Then we've got Stacker, Nick Hash and Firepower all in a nice little battle here. Nick Hash trying to pass Firepower here, and I think he has done, but Firepower not giving up all the way around the outside. You don't really get past me that easy, sunshine, but he has done. So Nick Hash gets past, and Firepower will have to stay behind and try and tuck in up the hill and get the draft and try and close up now. As Neil is looking for 2nd place now, right round the outside of Callum. Remember the weight difference. Callum on 3rd place, on 4th place weight from the last race. So a bit 80 kilos in that Mazda, and obviously no weight in the Audi. Straight through goes Neil Farmack in the draft as well. So straight through, well done to him. As Bidzster now under attack from everyone. He's got Rodders has passed Task 1, and he's attacking Bidzster. Task 1's now attacking Rodders. God, it's a free for all. brilliant. As we go down here, then Bidzster with the full 200 kilos on him, that Scirocco, you can just see him losing speed on the straight. Rodders goes right round the outside of Bidzster into the braking zone, and we've got Seat 1 looking at the inside of Task 1, almost hits the back of Bidzster as well. And now side by side out the corner is, almost contact again as Bidzster slow out the corner, and Seat 1 comes alongside. Task 1 looking to get involved, and so is Jamo as well. Jamo's looking to get up the inside of Task 1 here. A little bit of contact, gets through on the inside, side by side into the next corner. Jamo up the inside, Bidzster trying to defend from Seat 1, who's going around the outside of him. And then trying to get the inside for the next corner. Bidzster and Seat 1 still side by side, and so is Jamo and Task 1. Brilliant stuff. As we go into the next few corners, they're all closing up now. It's like a huge battle for fourth place. It's brilliant as Jamo. I don't know if he got hit there, I don't know quite what happened, but he went a little bit backwards there. He's back to 9th place. Stacker looking at the inside now as well. As we go back up to the top, Bidzster from Seat 1, Bidzster runs a bit wide, but again, he's going to get past on that straight for definite because that Scirocco is so slow with the weight on. Not good. Task 1 there, there's Jamo in 9th place. So we'll just get a quick replay on what happened to Jamo there. Okay, here's a replay of what happened to Jamo on lap 3. So we're on board with Nick Hash again. So we're going into this downhill left, and then we're approaching turn 9. See, we go up the inside of Stacker, and now we're actually going up the inside of Task, and now we're going to try and get Jamo as well on the curb. Bang! We hit him in the rear, and then it's half spins him round, and then we actually get going past him, so we don't actually let him back through. So that will probably be more than likely a penalty for Nick Hash there for not letting the other competitor back through. So as we come back from that, then that was definitely Nick Hash with a bit of a slight push to pass, but into the next corner we go. Up the hill, he's attacking Task 1, Belgian versus Belgian into the first corner. Meanwhile, Seat 1's got past Bidzster inevitably because of the weight on Bidzster's car. Nick Hash into 7th place. So Bidzster down to 6th then. It's a wonder whether he's going to stay there because he's got that much weight on. As the battle for the front is heating up as well. TY now under pressure from Neil Farmack. So the BMW coming under pressure from the Audi. So remember, TY in the last race finished 3rd in the last race. So he's got 3rd place weight on 120 kilos, but he has got the super soft on compared to the other cars around him, which usually had the medium on with the weight on. But Neil is not phased. He's got the super softs and he's raring to go for it. He wants that lead. As we look back at Callum there, he's in 3rd place. Then Rodders, Bidzster, Seat 1, and everyone else still trying to battle. Let's just watch this battle for the lead though as well, because I think it's only a matter of time. And with the squirm on TY's car, obviously underlining my statement there. So TY going down the hill, Neil Farmack closes up. Let's have a look further back. Nick Hash having a look at Seat 1. No way through there. As we look further back, Jamo and Stacker very close as well. Firepower's losing touch here, but hopefully be able to close up during the last half of the race, hopefully. To the corner at the bottom, and Bidzster goes a bit wide there. Again, he's really struggling to get that car turned in with the weight. I think Seat 1 just gave him a little helping hand there, and that'll not helped him because Nick Hash is going around the outside of him now. As Neil Farmack is in the lead of the race. Neil Farmack passes TY on the straight, inevitably into the lead of the race. So I would imagine Neil Farmack could pull away here unless TY can pull a rabbit out of the hat. I don't think I see him staying with him. As then Bidzster and everyone else now battling down towards turn 1. Bidzster on the inside, he's not phased, he's going to pass a few cars in one go, and he will not give up. Nick Hash up the inside then for the downhill and gets the place. So Bidzster back down to 6th place again. Nick Hash up to 5th. Seat 1 now got to get past Bidzster again. So let's see if he can do it. Task 1 closing up as well, but again, remember Bidzster and Task 1 with the maximum weight on almost. Bidzster 200 kilos, Task 1 160 kilos. It's a lot of extra weight to carry, as I think Seat 1 gives him a little nudge there, saying come on, get on with it, and Task 1's like, wait for me, I'll join in. Up the hill we go. As we look at Rodders there in 4th place, doing very well. There's Nick Hash and there's Bidzster and everyone else. Got a right train behind him as Bidzster, but he wants to all the places he can. He needs all the points he can, because he's battling Callum in the championship. As we got Stacker now up the inside, almost 3 wide behind. Incredible stuff here. As Task 1 getting his fair share with Jamo and Neil, Stacker, as we go up towards turn 9, into turn 9, one of the more easier places to pass on the circuit, as Stacker gets a good run out there. So does Jamo and Task 1 now, as Bidzster comes down the hill with Seat 1 right behind him. Wonder if Bidzster's going to run wide again this time. No, manages to get it turned in this time, so not as bad of a run there. Seat 1 gets a squirm on. That'll give Bidzster a tiny bit of breathing room and time to assess the situation. As we've now got Task 1 in the draft of the Lexus, but remember the Lexus is quite quick down the straight anyway. And Jamo, yes, he's on the mediums, but he's got 40 kilos on. He's on the mediums, but it shouldn't be that bad in the Lexus on the straight line speed. As we go down to turn 1, Bidzster defends the inside from seat 1. This is only lap 6. And it's already really heating up this race. As Bidzster keeps seat 1 off for now, but it's only a matter of time, I would imagine, as we come down here. The Jägermeister BMW looking for the draft, looking for a way around the independent Bidzster. Jamo looking to go on the inside. It's going to make it 3 wide. Jamo's going on the inside of Bidzster. He's not phased. He's up the inside. He's going to try and take 2 in one go here. He's at least got Bidzster. But Bidzster tries to get back up the inside, but no way through. Now Task 1 sticking his nose in there. Bidzster's going backwards here. And now Stacker getting involved as well. Stacker trying to go through the middle of him. He ends up playing a little bit of ping pong with Task 1, and then ends up really playing ping pong with him. So Stacker goes back down to 10th, who got a bit greedy there, and then couldn't really find a way through. So Task 1 then it's still in 9th place, Bidzster back down to 8th, still trying to stick with Jamo. But again, the weight on that Scirocco really showing how bad the weight is round here when you carry it. And if Neil Farmack continues like this, he'll be on full weight again like he was in the first race. So yeah, the weight at Interlagos really affects you as Task 1 gets up the inside of Bidzster going down the hill. Bidzster can't get the drive off the corner, the Subaru just pulls alongside and goes through as Bidzster tries to keep round the outside of him. A little bit of contact's made, but he can't really help that as Bidzster trying to keep with the Subaru. But remember, the Subaru's not the fastest car in a straight line anyway, and obviously they're both carrying weight, and this could be an indicator of how bad the Subaru is in a straight line. Because Bidzster with 200 kilos on is still alongside him. Still side by side down the straight towards the first corner. And still, as we go into turn 1, it's going to be the bravest on the brakes, and they both don't want to give an inch. And Bidzster keeps the position for now. Will Task 1 go for his usual move up the inside? He does! Yeah, he gets the line on the inside and goes straight through. Just uses the traction of that 4-wheel drive out the corner and rockets himself past Bidzster. Now Bidzster's going to have to fight back. He's in the draft. Will he go for a move here? Pulls out onto the brakes and tries to go up the inside of Task 1, but just with the front wheel drive and the weight, it's not helping him. And now Stacker's right on his tail as well. Meanwhile, seat 1 and Jamo still close together. Jamo in front of seat 1. As now we look Stacker passing Bidzster on the inside. Stacker passes Bidzster on the inside and goes through. Bidzster trying to fight back round the outside. Firepower saying, wait for me boys, I want to join in now, I've just caught up. So now Bidzster battling for almost last place with Firepower. So this is not like Bidzster at all, but obviously, remember, this is the weight that's doing this. So the weight penalty is really affecting people in this championship, and it's good to see actually, because it gives other people a chance to have a go at the front, and also it means that the guys at the top of the grid, you have to work just that little bit harder to scrape the points. As Bidzster goes up the inside of Stacker again, and then he's right behind Task 1 down towards the last corner, goes for the inside, and oh, he's going for a move on the inside, but no way through there. As Stacker closes up now, he'll go for the inside and get a good run up the hill. Brilliant race this. Absolutely fantastic driving here by all the way up and down the grid. Good to see. As we look at seat 1 and Jamo, they're still close together. Seat 1 looking for a move on Jamo here, and then we've got this gaggle back here. So Bidzster is sandwiched by 2 hoppy Subarus. Firepower looks for the inside. Bidzster goes up the inside of Task 1 again into turn 1 and gets it done, clean as a whistle. But now, will he cover the inside? Has he learned his lesson? Will he go straight to the left? Yes, he does. Covers it off this time. He's learned his lesson from last time, as it's seat 1 now in front of Jamo. So seat 1 passes Jamo there into 6th place, and Jamo fighting back up the inside in towards turn 4. No way through. Seat 1 goes into the corner ahead. Jamo a little bit of a slide there. As we look back at Stacker, he's in 8th place, good run for him. Bidzster really struggling with the weight on still, and the 2 Subarus at the back. So not a Subaru day really in this race, but we'll see how it goes from here. As we've got Nick Hash and Rodders side by side now. Nick Hash attacking Rodders right round the outside and up towards turn 9, and through he goes. So Nick Hash into 4th place, looking very strong in this race with no weight on that car, but obviously he will end up carrying weight in the 3rd race if he keeps up this performance. Look back at Bidzster, Stacker and the two Subarus, probably the best battle on track at the minute as we just have a quick look at Seat 1 and Jamo. There's a bit more of a gap between them now. There's Stacker, there's Bidzster, still being harassed by Task 1. Can't get rid of him today. He's had him harassing him all race 1 and now he's got harassing him all race 2. Yes, it's for 9th position, but there's still, everyone will fight as hard as they can for that extra point, because 1 point could mean the difference between winning and losing a championship. As we look into turn 1, we've got Nick Hash being attacked by Rodders, because remember the Lexus is very fast in a straight line, but no way through there for Rodders in the Lexus. Nick Hash pulls away. We look back at Stacker in 8th place. He's coming down to the first corner. Then there's two Subarus battling each other now. Bidzster's got a little bit more of a gap to Task 1, even though it is only a car length, but that could change, and it has changed, because Bidzster gets a really rubbish run out of that corner and Task 1 gets a good one. And onto the straight. Everyone drafting each other down towards the next corner. Firepower having a little look at his teammate here, but no way through. Task 1 closes up on Bidzster again, no way through. Up the hill then, let's have a look up front. We've got Jamo and Task 1, sorry, Jamo and Seat 1, almost side by side into that corner, but Seat 1 ahead. Will Jamo have a look up the inside into this one? Will he go for the lunge? No, he won't. Seat 1 will cover it off on the inside. The racing standard in LPB racing at the minute has really risen on Gran Turismo Sport. Really good to see everyone battling and tussling. As we look at Bidzster, he's attacking Stacker now. He's back on Stacker's case, and now we've got Firepower attacking his teammate. Obviously fed up of being behind, saying, come on, I've got more pace now, let me through. I've got no weight on, let me have a stab. Task 1 not even thinking about letting his teammate go through. He wants to attack Bidzster and get some more points off him. But don't forget, Task 1 at the minute is battling for 3rd and 4th in the championship with Neil Farmack and Seek 1. So battling for 3rd, 4th and 5th spots respectively. As we've got now we've got Task 1 being passed by Firepower. That is Firepower on the inside of the other Subaru, passing his teammate, and he's got it done even before the corner. That's the difference that the weight penalty makes. That's a 160 kilo difference. And Firepower goes through, and Bidzster makes a mistake there, so he's going to get a good run on Bidzster as well. Might even be able to get him. But no, I don't think he's going to get alongside enough, or will he? Firepower versus Bidzster. We don't hear that said very often, but they are. As Bidzster defends from Firepower now. Not going to let you through that easy, mate. As Task 1 now goes up the inside of his teammate and takes advantage back. So the two Subarus really battling out. Clearly no team orders in that camp. As we look up a bit more up front, we've got Jamo and Seek 1. Jamo's head of Seek 1 again. So that those positions keep swapping. We've got Nick Hash in 4th place. He's trying to catch the others. The others are more spread out. So they run through the order for you. Lap 10, about to start the penultimate lap of the race. Is Neil Farmack in the lead in the Audi. Then we've got the Jägermeister BMW of TY in 2nd place. Then it's the Jack Daniels Racing Mazda of Callum Paul Banks in 3rd place. Then we've got the 2nd Jack Daniels car of Nick Hash in 4th. Rodders in the Tide Lexus in 5th. He's the leading Lexus from his teammate in 6th, who's still keeping the 2nd Jägermeister BMW of Seek 1 behind him. The Seek 1 actually gets a good run out of there. We'll have to see how that goes at the end of the straight. Then we've got Neil's teammate, the other Spitfire Team Audi, in 8th place. Then in Bidzster, the independent, the Team GoPro KFC in 9th place. Then we've got the two Hoppy BMW, that's a weird looking BMW. Apologies, it's a Hoppy Subaru in 10th and 11th places respectively. So everyone doing very well in this race, and Firepower actually ahead of Task 1 there. So Firepower's actually passed Task 1. So we'll get a quick replay on how that swapped. Okay, here's the replay of how Firepower got past his teammate Task 1. So going up the inside here into turn 9, up the inside, ultimate confidence on the brakes, gets up on the inside, gets the traction and goes straight through. Have that, Task. So as we come back from that, we're just going to have a quick look at Seat 1 and Jamo again, and Seat 1 is ahead of Jamo. I was right, he did get a good run. And then Jamo is going to have a fight back now on the inside down towards the next corner. The power of the Lexus down the straight, and I dare say Stacker's closed up on these two as well, so Stacker could be in with a shot on this last lap, on the next lap, which will be the last lap. Jamo goes wide there, and there's no more courteous decisions with the penalties anymore. If you get a penalty in the game, then you've got to get rid of it before you cross the line, otherwise it will count. There's none of this softy approach, as I'll review it. So obviously they're going to stay on the game, because it just, well, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, it saves me a job, because All I end up spending doing at the minute is looking at track limit penalties, so frees my time up a bit and just lets the game do its job, and it does. Gran Turismo does do quite a good job with the penalties. There are some tracks which are questionable, and I still don't get why when you run wide and you lose time, you actually get another penalty on top of that for losing time. It's weird, but hopefully Polyphony Studios and Gran Turismo will be able to get that sorted for the future. As we look at Stacker, Bidzster and Firepower very close together as well. So Firepower now attacking Bidzster as we approach this last lap of the race. So Firepower and Bidzster side by side with one another now. Bidzster not letting him through yet, so he's not in the draft, not in enough draft yet. Is Firepower? Now he is. Will he look for a move into turn one? He's right behind the Scirocco. He's going to go for the inside. He's going to go for a move. Is he? No, he breaks early. Again, come on Firepower. If you're going to go for a move, break a bit later and try and go for it. Don't be afraid to attack. It's okay. You've got to get late on the brakes. You've got to get in there. If you're going to go for a move, you've got to decide to go for it. But yet again, it's a good strategy sometimes not to go for the move, because sometimes it's best not to do it. As we look down to the turn 4 then. Bidzster defends from Firepower, no way through there. He's going to go wide though. Firepower will get a good run, but so does Bidzster, to be honest. He gets a decent run there as well. Meanwhile, up front, Neil Farmack has been dominating this race from probably about lap 4 or 5 onwards. Well done to Neil Farmack. He's coming up towards the line now on the straight. We'll just have a quick look back at these battles before we see him cross the line. Seat 1 ahead of Jamo still. And then we've got Stacker, and then we've got Bidzster and Firepower still having a nice battle there as well. But here comes Neil Farmack. He's about to win race 2 here at Interlagos. Victory for Neil Farmack in the Audi. Well done. He's going to carry maximum weight in the next one, so I would imagine it'll be happy and sad at the same time for Neil Farmack. So well done to Neil Farmack, and TY in second place in the BMW will be happy with that. Callum as consistent as ever. Consistent Callum in third place. Nick Hash in 4th place in the second Mazda. Rodders is going to finish 5th on the podium, so 5th in the points. So well done. He's going to carry weight for the next one. That's what I was trying to say. Rodders carrying weight in the next race. So 40 kilos for Rodders in the next one. Well done to him. Seat 1's just about held off Jamo. So it's for 6th, and then Jamo in 7th. Stacker in 8th place. Bidzster and Firepower though on the line. Very, very close, as Firepower's just ahead of Bidzster on the line. And he's got him. Oh, brilliant finish there. And then Task 1 just behind there, you can see, finishes there in 11th place. So we'll just get a replay on that action for you. Okay, here's a replay of how close the finish between Bidzster and Firepower was. So you see we're coming down here, and Bidzster's on the inside, and then we just come slightly across, and so there's Firepower, tiny bit of contact, and I'm just going to pause it there, and that's how close the finish was. Just ahead there is Firepower on the side there. As we look at that gap, you can just see Firepower's car. I'm just going to try and get on the bumper cam. Yeah, you can just see Firepower's car on the right there, so very, very close. Half a car length between them two on the line. So as we come back from that replay, we'll just get those results confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's the results from that then. So Neil Farmack takes a commanding win there, 10 seconds ahead of TY in second place. Then it's Callum, ever consistent, in third place. Then it's Nick Hash, his teammate, in fourth. Rodders gets 5th place, so well done to Rodders. He will have to carry 40 kilos in the next race. Then it is his teammate Jamo in 6th place. Then 7th is Stacker in the TT. Seek 8th in the BMW. And then it is Firepower just ahead of Bidzster, one of the closest gaps of the season so far, in 9th and 10th places, and then Task 1 in 11th. Fastest lap of the race to Neil Farmack in the TT, a 1:36.5. So as we come back from those results then, there's your winner in the Audi TT there, Neil Farmack, and we'll see you guys for race 3. Take care, guys.